Hi, welcome back. I'm Caroline. Today I'm joined by Faye, and we're in her room with her books.
Today we're talking about Deception by C J Redwine. So, what's it all about?
The world they once loved is forever destroyed. Now Rachel and Logan must decide between a life on the run and standing their ground to fight.
With their ragged group of survivors struggling to forge a future, it's up to Logan and Rachel to become the leaders they need. Under constant threat from rival armies and no place to call their own, the group decides to take its chances in the wasteland, despite the deadly risk of the cursed one.
But soon someone, possibly inside their ranks, begins picking them off one by one. They begin to question whether the price of freedom may be too great, and whether the band of survivors hunted by their enemies and the murderous traitor in their midst can make it out of the wastelands alive.
It was published by Atom on the 5th of September 2013 and is the sequel to Defiance by C J Redwine and the Defiance trilogy. Yay. And this is our review. So we have 5 questions to answer.
5.
I don't know why I said it like that.
I don't know why. Okay, so first question. Has your initial views on Rachel and Logan changed since Defiance?
I think I love Rachel even more.
I love Rachel even more.
She is such a rounded character and she has so many flaws, and I just really like that C J Redwine sort of made her real and had things to battle within herself as well as outside, and I just thought it was really nice.
I love the fact that we see her, the way she's struggling with the decisions that she's made so far in the series, and the fact that she is trying to ignore those things, but her subconscious just won't let her.
Yeah. And Logan?
Oh, I love Logan. See, in book 1 it was all about Logan's kind of dorkiness and awkwardness around Rachel. I love how his character's developed in this book, and how now that they've got all the spoilers, all the awkwardness out of the way, he's just kind of come into himself, and here we still see the elements of Logan, his kind of constant planning and scenarios, best case, worst case. He's got this confidence now, and all his interactions with Rachel, that awkwardness is gone, and it's just
oh no, I do. I really like him in this book. I think he's grown so much as a character, and towards the end of the book there was a bit that was just it was really cute, and he thought that everyone would hate him, and everyone just it was amazing, and you just have to read it and see how brilliant this character is. If there was ever a guy I wanted, it would be him. Just putting it out there for anyone who is like Logan or knows a Logan. You point him in my direction, please. So yes, we still like Rachel and Logan.
We still love them.
I think they've gotten better, and I like that happens in books. Sometimes you get a book and the characters don't seem to develop at all, but definitely from the beginning of Defiance to the end of Deception, these two characters have gone on so many journeys outside and inside themselves, and I just think that's amazing. Was it as enjoyable as the first one, and why/why not?
Yes, more so. I love this book even more. I think because we already knew the characters, and it wasn't a case of getting to know them, we were just getting to know them better. I can't say stuff without spoiling it.
I think I really enjoyed this one. I think I actually enjoyed it more, and which is difficult because I loved the first one. It was 5 stars for me, so this one would have been 6 out of 5 if that was possible. But yeah, no, it was brilliant. It kept me really going, and I just like the way that actually she reminds me of Julia Kagara in that there is always something. You're like, oh, I'm ready. Everything's been sorted, and oh my god, there's something else happening, and it was just
Definitely.
so much. It was really enjoyable.
This author definitely keeps you on your toes constantly, and there are a few things that you can kind of see coming, and twists and turns that for some people are quite obvious, but at the same time she'll throw in something else that completely throws you, and it's amazing. She's definitely one of those reads that you can't put down.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I loved it more. And I think that's really tricky, especially the second book of a trilogy, and I even like the ending.
Oh, okay, so that takes us on to the next question. How did you find the ending?
I always worry, because there's definitely a formula, isn't there, with trilogies. So you've got first book, they finally come together, second book, torn apart, third book, resolve, and I was actually really happy I feel like I definitely want to read the next one, but she's not left it in such a way that I am sat rocking in the corner waiting for the next book. Like, why? So, I think because I feel comfortable and confident with them as a couple, and so everything else that's happened that's led to the ending, I can kind of live with it for now.
I really like the ending. I like that it's one of those books where you have 60 pages left to go, and you're like, how the hell can she wrap this up in 60 pages? Because there was still so much going on. It was really exciting.
Texting, what? Am I going to hate this? I'm going to cry, aren't I?
Yeah, I cried, okay? It was bad. There were
I
tears.
cried.
My mum walked in and was like, are you okay? I was like, it's the book, Mum. It's the book. She was like, are you sure it's just the book? I was like, yes.
Yes, have tissues ready.
Anyway, yeah,
Have
I
tissues
think the
ready.
ending was really perfect. It had a really sort of nice conclusion and this is coming up sort of ending, if that makes sense. So it rounded up that book and carried on the journey for more, and I think it was lovely, and there was a really nice message at the end, and yeah, I really like the ending. So what's question 4?
What were your initial thoughts on the book? Surely that should be question 1.
We've kind of like
This
settled that already.
We should talk some more about the tears.
Yeah.
There were tears. It is a tear-inducing
lot of
book.
tears.
You might want to get some tissues.
Not until the end. Well, actually,
no. She lies. YouTube, she lies. You need tissues throughout this book.
From beginning to end.
Nobody is safe.
The problem I had is because I was reading this book at the same time as another dystopian, where also bad things were happening. I think I've just had a very depressive week, and it's been a bit bad.
Don't.
But at least I didn't read her.
But I feel like I'm trying to do some damage to my mental health. I read Her and then Soulmates, and then I bought John Green's A Thought Stars on audiobook, and I was like, no, I think I just need to have a break. I need a break from this. So if anybody can recommend some really cheerful, cheesy, happily ever after, nobody dies, I'd really appreciate it, because my heart can't take it more.
Yeah, I sort of was in the middle of the book texting Caroline going, I'm not going to survive the end of this book. I wanted to stop reading because I needed to let my headache go away from crying so much. But at the same time, I needed to know that what else was going to happen. I needed to know the rest of the story. I had to know it right then. So I couldn't see the page for quite a lot of it.
It's the perfect torture of a book, isn't it? Where it's breaking your heart, but there's no way you can't finish. And it's breaking your heart because it's so perfect and because it's grabbed you so well.
Yeah,
Hey, what?
it was just a perfect book. I think it was just amazing. Anything to say about the third book?
Well, I've gone and said, oh yeah, the ending was fine, I can wait for the next book. I lie. I want it right now. CJ, if you are watching, just us. We won't tell anybody anything. We'll keep it just between ourselves. Okay? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the third one. I really want to know the conclusion and everything that happens. And I can see just how well it's going to be written in the way that the first two were, and I just see the whole plot following in the same way.
I was absolutely blown away by Defiance, and that was her debut novel. This is only her second published book.
That's crazy.
And it's so...
She's such a talented writer, and honestly, if you haven't read her books and actually don't have a clue what we're talking about,
you're missing out!
You should change that today.
Yes.
Get her book, read her book, enjoy her book, and then read the second one, because...
In fact, did you review the first one?
I did, on my blog, yeah.
So
we'll
put the
link
linkies
to the views.
both of the blogs. And also, I baked. I love that first book so much that I baked.
You made a novel nibble.
I made a novel Nibbles.
Oh.
And also, I interviewed the author, so check out the links below.
She's an amazing writer, and you should definitely give her a try. So that's everything from us today. Thanks for watching
Thanks for
our
watching.
crazy video.
Bye! What are you doing?
I'm reading.
Why are you reading my book?
Because I don't have this book yet.
I haven't read it yet.
Oh, you should. It's good. We are both going to be reading Allegiant next, and on Friday, which is today, we'll be doing our second buddy review of this book, so keep an eye out for it.
Yeah.
It'll probably be full of craziness too.
You have been warned.
So hopefully we'll see you again on Friday.
Bye.